I do not usually build battery packs enclosed in plastic cases because it's so extremely time consuming. But today I'm gonna do an exception for this customer who really wanted any shark case. He said any shark case. I just love to have a shark case. So I'm gonna build a battery in this side shark case. He wanted the smallest option, which is 400 watt hours, and this is the side shark case, which can slide out to the side, but you do not have to push it in, which saves a little space. Space saving also have its cons, and that is that you can only fit 40 cells in here. And also, as you can see, the config is gonna be extremely overcomplicated since I can't use just 10 rows. I'm gonna have to use all these special cut nickel, so just that, adding maybe 15 to 20 minutes just doing this pack. And these cases cost maybe $50, and I also have to add taxes, and I'm not adding anything for this customer for building it in a case. I'm just adding a little bit extra on the case. And the main reason I do not absolutely will never ever build any battery packs in cases again is this. This is not just a few components. This is like 100 components, like 50 different screws. All of these pins and connectors have to be placed in the right way. You have to solder and screw, and there are no schematics. You have to figure out exactly which one of these screws goes to the correct one. And you have to add the indicator and the indicator button, all of this, and you have to figure it out every time. You have to do this. The rubber list for the USB port, and this takes me maybe 1 to 2 extra hours to make a battery pack in a case. So there's a reason almost every single battery pack that is enclosed in a plastic case is made in China, because you have to spend at least 1 hour extra putting every one of these components together. Yeah, it just takes my breath away looking at all of these extra work I have to do for this customer for free. Oh, what have I gotten myself into? Never, ever think this is a good idea, building a battery pack in a plastic case yourself. And do you think you can use your normal 7, 8 or 9 or 10 millimeter nickel strips in these ones? No. Forget about it. You have to use 6 millimeter wide or smaller. This is 7 millimeters, the smallest one I use. It's like almost, but you have to use your 6 millimeter nickel strips. You have to go all the way to your nickel bin and pick out the 6 millimeter width nickel strips. Just that takes like 30 seconds extra. The pain. Adding the nickel to this side was not as painstaking as I might have. Now, which of these screws do you think goes to this connector? The long one or the short one? There is no way to tell, but once you've done this mistake, you will know it's the short one. So, of course, I could have probably measured it, but there's so many screws and I'm not used to working with this pack. So there should be at least 4 of these little shorter ones that goes to this connector. Well, good luck. Well, another problem. I was trying to add this one, and it turns out in the little bag where all the plastic parts come from, a screw decided to lock itself in there. It's not supposed to be a screw when you're inserting them. There is gonna be, it's most likely this little staircase that goes over them. So now, which of all these screws do you think I need to use to put down the indicator over here? These ones are too long. These ones are too long. These ones are too wide. These ones are too small. So there's either this one or this one. I decided to go with this one since it has a flat bottom. But you can see these dents over here. It was actually this one, this little smaller one that was made for these holes. So there are small dents there. It hasn't made any hole to the case, but that's not how it's supposed to look. Oh, and the nightmare continues. Now, in which direction should you put this indicator? I don't know if this is correct one. The wires were exactly the length to fit this way, and it doesn't really matter. because the indicator is a sticker that you put either this way or the other way. You can hear it clicking. That's a good sound. That means the button on the inside is adjusted correctly. So I will add this sticker once I know which of the LEDs is light up first. To make this operation a little bit easier on the start, you should actually remove the parts that's not necessary to be put inside the battery. You have this plate which is connected with 3 of these, and of course I can't find one of them, but it's here somewhere. I can smell it. And you can remove this rubber pad. These have the same function. They go under the battery pack over here. There's 3 of these. You can remove the keys. They definitely go outside the battery pack. And as long as this one over here, and I do not know where this one goes yet, but hopefully on the outside, so you can replace the fuse. And these ones, and these ones, and that one. And there's still a whole bunch left. All of these little plastic parts. Now there's a USB thingy and a whole lot of screws left. Whole lot of screws. And I'm almost done, so. And there's also gonna be 9 of these long tapping screws on the outside of the case. There's probably gonna be even more ones, but at least 9 you can put in the bin below to remove some of the uncertainties on where all these goes. Now there are only 3 of these with the flat head. So those are obviously supposed to go in here, and they also be connected with a mutter in Swedish, I don't know what to call it. And there's a rubber pad, and the only way this one can go is on the top. And here is where the stickers come in. You get 2 of them for some reason, and they must be double-sided, and they fit perfectly down here. If you're lucky, you should have 3 pieces left of this short, fat screw that connects this metallic part to the plastic part of the case. You should have one here, and most likely one goes over here.